We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Your Music Live, brought to you by our friends at DistroKid. Let's kick straight into our first tune. This is Gary Hubbs with Fandango.
When you look into my eyes, you can see right through the lies. They're such candy-coated lies. Fandango! When you look into my eyes, you can see their hate inside. On a wave of hate I roar. Fandango! I'll say I'll be there for you. When you need me or not. I'll say put your trust in me. I'll take all that you got. When you look into my eyes, see my sick and twisted mind, which there only is one kind. Fandango! When you look into my eyes, my evil soul will try to hide, even though my soul is dark. Fandango! I'll say I'll be there for you, when you need me or not.
The one and only Mr. Gary Hubbs kicking us off in a big bad way here on Your Music Live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If that didn't wake you up, then nothing will, right? That was a very kicking tune, and I think that got us started, got the day started, the afternoon started, the evening started really nicely. Yeah, Gary's famous for his drums. Like, the guitars are cool, the vocals are cool, but the drums, man, they just, they're next level cool. Very cool, very good stuff. As Patrick says, yes, Gary, for the absolute win. Back in the parking lot, back where he belongs, doing what he does best. Welcome to Your Music Live. A day early today. I hope you found the place. We've got a bit of a change up this weekend with all the different shows we're doing. So it's Friday morning for me. It's Thursday afternoon or evening, depending where you are in the world. And this is Your Music Live, where I play your music, all the best independent music that you've submitted. You can submit. Check out the description below. There is a link that you can go to, studiolivetoday.com/YML. And we are, of course, brought to you once again by the wonderful folks at DistroKid. So if you are an independent artist and you want to share your music online, then for less than $20 a year, you can do it with DistroKid. So thank you to DistroKid for supporting the channel and supporting independent music. Let's kick straight on with our next track here today. While we're in a rockin' kind of mood, you know that there's a band called Rude that I've been digging a lot lately, and they've got a brand new tune that has just dropped. So I wanted to give this one, it's only just premiered, and we're going to give this one a spin here on the show. So this is a tune called Say Goodbye, and this is our friends Rude here on Your Music Live. outstanding tune. Epic video too there from Rude. So yeah, you definitely want to check that one out. And a heart-rocking tune. I know, just amazing, amazing stuff. And yeah, every time I see a Rude tune, I dig them more and more. Like the vocals on that, the guitars, the production, the quality, it all just sits together perfectly. So what I recommend you do after the show, you've got some homework. You can jump down in the description because as we go through here, every tune that I play, I actually throw down in the description. So you can check it on out and yeah, check out all of the bands, check out all of the artists that we feature here today. And yeah, that's a cool thing to do. Let's go and try something new. So here's an artist that we have not played here before. And we are a little bit behind. I'm sort of jumping around a little bit here, but we're definitely behind a wee bit in terms of playing a lot of songs. But let's jump into this one. This is from an artist called Angel, Angel Gonzalez Ochoa, and is called My Best Song Ever. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one live here on Your Music Live. Just when you thought we were rocking out, you got to get your funk on. That's what you never know what you're going to get next here on Your Music Live. So very funky little tune. There you go. That was Angel. Thank you for submitting that funky beat. Really digging that one. Let's try another tune. This is from a band that we featured before, an artist, Bollandova, says, thanks for playing my song on YML 31. Here's another submission for your consideration. So this is how far behind we are. This is like four shows ago. This song's from my first EP. Like all my music, it was recorded with GarageBand and an iPad and released through DistroKid. Thanks to your informative video. There you go. This is a Kimo from Finland, Tombolanova. So let's bring this one on over. Sorry, I was too busy yapping and not getting the music queued up here. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. Tombolanova with Build, Measure, Learn. Let's listen to it live here on Your Music Live. Now we bring you all the way back down and let you chill out for a little bit. Yeah, I like that, isn't it? Yeah, interesting beat. Just like, just kicking along. Some very pretty guitars, a nice mellow tune indeed. And I like that. Yeah, nice bass sound contrasted by the guitar. Exactly. Very chill, very cool, very groovy, as our friend EmoBot9000 says. Does that compute? I think that does compute, EmoBot9000. I don't care what you say. Speaking of EmoBot9000, I believe you've got a new track. And you've said this. You've said Dream Eater is the sequel to my previous single, Electric Dreamer. Both songs are going to be on my upcoming 5-song EP titled EB9K. There you go, Emobot 9000. As I've said before here on the channel, if you've got a cool name that just captures your imagination, like Emobot 9000, QB the Penguin, Auntie G, like these names, they make me go, before I've even heard the music, they just make me go, that's interesting and memorable. So there's a tip for you. If you're setting up your new artist name, use something catchy that people are going to remember and go, oh, I want to find out what that's all about. All right, get your robot emojis ready. Let's throw in the chat here. Here it is, Dream Eater by Emobot 9000 on your Music Live. Let's do it. There you go. Continuing that mellow vibe with a little bit of emo. But how can you not nod your head to that? I've got to try and do it the right way around. Because it's a mirror image, so I've got to do it the opposite. So I get the head bobs matching the right way around. Sorry, getting a wee bit distracted. Very cool. Nicely done there, the robot for the win. We got penguins, we got robots, we got all sorts of things going on around here. I agree. Very good tune and a very cool video there from our friend, the Emobot 9000. What have we got next? Man, we got so many tunes here. So many tunes and not enough time to play them all. We are definitely behind, by the way. I know I say that all the time, but we're way behind and we're going to try and do some catching up. So we've got some new tunes that have come in recently. We've got some older tunes, such as this one that our friend Michael Cooper has sent through here. Michael Cooper says, Long Ride Home was written in 1972 on an acoustic guitar, but never recorded. I recorded it in January 2021 in GarageBand on an iPad Air 4. I love this stuff. How cool is it that people that have got songs that they've like been maybe working on for a long time and that are old school, and then through the power and technology of the future that we live in, they can go ahead and record them and finally get them out there. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is our friend Michael Cooper with Long Ride Home here on your Music Live.
Friday.
There you go. How cool is that? Like some old school vibes, but very nicely recorded. Some very cool guitar tones in there, working really well. Yeah, Arnie G's missing that live music vibe, and yeah, someone who has been fortunate enough to go to a couple of live gigs lately. Yeah, it is really, really cool. And yeah, I do want to get out there and see more live music. And I know that for many folks, yes, there's the problem that we all know of, but it's also too darn cold for everyone in the UK, Europe, America, the United States, and Canada. Yeah, I hope you're keeping warm because it's bloody cold over there from what I see. So stay safe, keep warm. And yeah, as Biddy Sandu says, a terrific intro, the bass drive. Lovely stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me, one moment. I apologise. All right, let's continue on and keep this Your Music Live train rolling on with another tune here now. We're just going to need to make sure I mark that one off. Did I pop that in the list here? I did. All right, I'm getting a little bit better. Let's jump in. This is Ed Simmons now. This was written in September in 2020 when I in love with a girl. At the moment I met her, we've been talking since, and now we are together. Well, you submitted this in January, Ed, so hopefully you're still together, mate. Hopefully you had a good Valentine's Day and nothing's gone pear-shaped since then. How depressing is that? I'm just like, here, I wrote this love song. And Pete's like, yeah, hopefully you're still in love, mate. Oh, dear. All right. Sorry, Ed. My apologies. But let's jump in and take a listen to this tune, shall we? This is Ed Simmons, a little tune called I Love You, here on Your Music Live. Our little acoustic break here on Your Music Live. Yes, a little bit more acoustic love for your ear holes there. Very nicely. Yep, just a guy and his guitar playing with love in his heart. Absolutely. It kind of reminds me of 90s jams that I used to play back in the day. That is very cool. Just continue playing. That's the thing. Just keep playing, keep singing, keep writing, keep creating. That's it looks like you're off to a good start there, my friend. And I do genuinely hope that things are going well with you and your new friend. Oh my God, how much like an old man. Oh, Ed's got himself a new friend. Isn't that lovely? Let's move on before I embarrass myself further. Evan says, in my head, this song is called El Camino as a reference in the neighborhood I wrote it in. Alas, I've forgotten my password for the account. Therefore, it will henceforever be known as Still Here But Not. A phrase my high school self thought was much wittier than it actually is. Don't you love that when you've got like something in high school or when you're younger and you're like, oh man, this is such a cool saying, and then you grow up and you're like, wait, what? Why did we say that? We used to say here in South Australia, heaps good is something that many of us say. It's like a catchphrase. It just means like, yeah, really good. And we thought loads awesome would be better. So when I was younger, we would go around saying loads awesome, and we thought we were loads awesome, but we weren't. We were super lame. All right, let's play the song. This is called Still There But Not, a GarageBand iOS original song from Evan here on Your Music Live. you go. That is Evan with Still There But Not, or El Camino as he wanted to call it and was unable to because he's lost his SoundCloud password. That would suck, my friend. Yeah, hopefully you can get that sorted out. Just work out what email address you used or whatever you needed to do. What we've hit the wrong button. Very nice, very, very good. And as Annie G says, yeah, lots of good details lurking in the music in the background. So yeah, sometimes you hear something and on face value it seems one way, and on when you sort of dive into it, it's even deeper than that, which is kind of cool. Righty dokie, we will continue on here. So I'm just trying to find the next tune. Yeah, I wanted to play this jam because I'm so far behind. I think we've got another tune from this artist or from that's been submitted since. I know I'm weeks and weeks behind. So let's jump into Rick Hunter, aka Dream. What is it? Dream States. And this is a tune, an ambient instrumental track inspired by drum and bass loop from the Blocks Wave app, then completed in GarageBand. Sort of a hybrid new age Pink Floyd vibe. Well, I know that there's plenty of folks here that will dig a hybrid new age Pink Floyd kind of vibe. So why don't we come on in and give this one a spin. That rhymes, and you know that rhymes. Here we go. Dream States with Celestial Welcome on Your Music Live. Dream States with Celestial Welcome. Very, very cool. As Alex is saying, yes, I'm wearing the Indigo Sunsets opening act shirt. I know. One day Oasis will be supporting the Indigo Sunsets. It's the Indigo Sunsets world. We're all just living in it, right? Welcome. Hello, Happy Ron. Yeah, for anyone who's confused, we're a day early here. And if you didn't know that, it means you're not on the mailing list. And I'm very, very disappointed in you. No, not really. But yeah, if you do want to make sure you keep up to date, because we're having, over the summer, we have a summer schedule because, Pete has a life and a family and wants to do things outside of music. So, we have some slight changes this weekend. The happy hour's in the same spot, but we're a day early here with Your Music Live. And if it is your first time here on Your Music Live, please say hello. Put hashtag new in the chat right now. If it's the first time or if you've only caught this a couple of times, put hashtag new. I'm sure many folks would, many of the regular, usual suspects would like to say g'day to you. And that would be cool. All right, let's move on and get to our next tune, which is this one that I was going to choose. Oh, we have so many things here. Let's jump in. I've seen Bear here in the chat, so why don't we play a Bear tune? Well, you're in here twice, Bear. You're getting excited in the form there. So that does happen sometimes. Don't worry. I remove if you've got multiple. So Bear says, after watching your show on warming up vocals, I decided to give it a go. This is a simple, silly song. Don't say that 3 times fast. Use GarageBand and Final Touch to put this one together. Cool. Well, let's jump in and take a listen to it, shall we? This is Bear. And what's the name of the tune? It's got another SoundCloud link. It's called, yes, Guitar Loss. Bear is, of course, Guitar Loss. Folks go by different names and I get super confused. But Guitar Loss, which is a tune called Wanna Dance. And we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live.
Would you like to dance? Oh, I understand. Thank you. Should I move here or should I move there? Well, if you want to go, then we can go and dance. Hi, can I get your name? Oh, let me get the door first. Do you still want to dance? Well, if you really want to go and dance, we should go and dance.
I want to dance. That one just makes you want to get down and shake your groove thing. Yeah, very cool beat. What does Russ say here? Slicker than silk. I would have to agree with you, Russ, that one was super slick and super smooth. Well done to our friend Bear there. There is a bear in there, and he's creating cool tunes. Oh man, it's going to be rough if that's going to be the quality of what we're talking about here today. Alrighty, let's continue down here. We got too many songs and too little time, so we've got to find another one. Before we hear about a little feature from our friends at Distro Kid, we're going to play a Russ track. Yes, it is Russ. Russ 88-89, which as we now know is the year that Russ started creating music, and he has been creating music ever since. And the cool thing about Russ, I've said this before, is that you never quite know what you're going to get. You're going to hit the play button. It could be dancey, it could be funky, it could be ethereal, it could be hard-hitting EDM. You just never do know. So please strap yourselves in and get ready for some hard slappin' groovin' fun. This is a little tune called Slappin' from our man Russ, 88-89 on Your Music Live.
Slappin', slappin', slappin'. No, come on. Slap it.
Ready to boo. Get ready to give me a big boo because I'm turning Russ down, which is a braver men and braver folks have not turned Russ down, but I have the bravery to do it despite the fact that I know you're all going to turn on me. But here's the thing. Here's the good news. All you have to do is jump on down to the description, because what I'm doing right now is typing in the words Russ8889, writing the word Slappin', and then hitting paste on that track, and you can go check it out. Now, that track is, of course, shared on slaps.com. Slaps.com is the social music sharing site from our friends at DistroKid, and it is very, very cool. It's like SoundCloud if SoundCloud was still cool. Sorry, SoundCloud, you're still cool, but yeah, Slaps is a little bit better. In my opinion, it provides more of a social listening experience. You can give people fire like that. You can save in songs, you can share your own songs, and you can do it all for free. So do check out slaps.com from our friends at DistroKid. And I do want to say thank you to DistroKid because they continue to sponsor the show here and support you. They support independent music by sponsoring the show, by helping me keep the lights on. They're supporting me, but they're also supporting you because I can do this show thanks to DistroKid. So in this week's show, I'm going to give you a crash course. I've shown how to release music before on DistroKid, but I want to show you exactly how simple it is to actually do this. So let's jump on over here. This is the screen that you'll be faced with when you hit the upload button here on DistroKid to upload yourself some music. For the very first time, this is what you need to do. So what you do is you go to the link, distrokid.com/VIP/PeteJohns. You save yourself 7% off on any plan, and then you come in here and you start releasing. All you need to do is tell it where you want to release it to. I say release everywhere because why not? Because you can release to, as you can see here, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, but Instagram, Facebook, Deezer, Pandora, Amazon, a heap of different places. You then need to tell DistroKid, is it one song or is it multiple songs? It can be up to 35 songs on an album or one song or like a 5-track EP. Previously released, that's important. If it's brand new, no, it won't be. Your artist and band name. Now, we talked about it before. Make sure that you've got a band name or an artist name that is both catchy, but more importantly, unique. Do not be John Smith here, people. Need to be a unique name, otherwise it's going to cause problems. I'm already on Spotify and Apple Music, but here's the beautiful part. DistroKid, once they release it, that sets you up. You get yourself a Spotify for Artist account. It'll put you into an Apple Music account for your music. And that's all done automatically, which I think is cool. Set the release date. Now, this is not only available in the Musician Plus plan, as is the pre-order. So if you're on the Musician plan, $20 a month, $20 a year, then it'll just release as soon as possible. Same with the record label. So it'll just go out under DistroKid Records unless you are on the Musician Plus plan. But of course, I did upgrade, and therefore I can put Studio Live Today Records. Upload your album artwork. Select your language and your genres there, and then whack in your track title, grab your audio file and upload it. Tell it who you are. So are you the songwriter? Yep. What's your name? And that's important for making sure that you're attributed to the song when it's actually released. It's not just going to go out under your artist name, that you're an actual writer. Explicit lyrics, yes or no. Radio edit, yes or no. Instrumental, yes or no. The preview clip time, this is for TikTok, Apple Music, and iTunes. So that's when someone previews your track, where it will play it from, and then your track price, which is, again, 99 cents by default, only available to change if you're on the Musician Plus plan. And it really is as simple as that. I've released songs in less than 10 minutes, and that's with me meticulously double and triple checking. You've then got a bunch of additional optional extras, which I don't tend to use that often, but you can. You can use those if you want to add things like Siri. I do like the Shazam and Siri function that you have there. And then you just need to tick off all these checkboxes and hit done. And then your music is submitted. Now, your first release may take a little longer because everything has to be set up, but on average, releases take around about a week, usually around 2 or 3 days if they're your second, third, fourth release. Your first release may take 1 to 2 weeks to get onto some platforms just because they have to verify and validate everything. But that is it. There you go, a crash course in using DistroKid to release a song. It really is as simple as that. And there's a heap of videos here on the channel if you want more in-depth information about releasing your music on DistroKid. And we thank DistroKid for their support as usual. Let's get some penguins in our life, right? We got the DistroKid ad, we got Russ, DistroKid, Penguin. How can you go wrong? Like that's the ultimate combo, right? So let's bring up a new track. Get those penguin emojis. I always give you the warning on the penguin. Get those penguin emojis ready. Now, this came through so late that I haven't actually even vetted it yet. So I apologize if this could be just QB swearing at us for a long time. It looks like it's QB sharing a bit of an older tune. This one is called Division, and this is QB the Penguin here on Your Music Live. Very cubie-tastic. Got it all going on in that one, don't you? Yeah, every track has six sides to it. That one was, yeah, probably. I think someone said it's your best. Yeah, Amaracia said this might be your best work so far, and it was from like 8 months ago. So what does that say, Cubie? Dropping the ball. No. Yeah, I really like that. I like the chilled out start to there and just grooving along there. And what was that? The arpeggio that just went. That was just brilliant. Love it. Yes, the people want more QB. I know I turn QB down. I get in trouble for that too. But again, no problem because all you need to do is, like the other 12 songs we've already played here today, all you need to do is jump down into the description because you can find all of the tunes that we've played here today. What can one say? One does not simply not listen to QB. So I don't know those references. I've never watched. Not only am I not a Star Wars fan, I've never watched. What's that Winter is Coming show? Oh my god, King of Thrones. Why do I sense a new meme coming up? King of Thrones. That would be weird. The King of Thrones, Game of Thrones, I believe the television program is called. Got my old man vibe going on here today, don't I? Thank you very much to Patrick Chandler. And if you missed the Chandler Brothers interview last week. God, the weeks are flying by. If you missed the Chandler Brothers interview, I interviewed Patrick and Sean about their music production, and it was a very cool interview. They shared lots of really good information. So thank you, and I agree, DistroKid are the best. If you want to get your music out there to the world and be like the Chandler Brothers and the Indigo Sunsets and all the people that release their song here, then please go ahead and do that. Oh, I know. Yeah, D, I know I'm in trouble. I was thinking of you when I was saying that because I know you are a big Star Wars fan. And no Game of Kings for me. The shame. You have to educate me, D. You have to just spam me with links to like Star Wars and Game of Thrones memes until I get the picture and do it. Alrighty, let's move on because we've got a heap more music to get through here today and not a lot of time to do it. Let's go with we've rocked pretty hard there. We've got some Russ and then we've got some QB. I think we need some Joe and Barry. Joe and Barry Glenn have kind of been, it's been Joe and Barry's show for the last few weeks. They've been prolifically producing music and sharing it with me, and they've done it again here with another new tune. So let's take a wee trip down to the Joe and Barry Glenn land. Words. And take a listen to this tune. Now, what does Joe say? It says, original and traditional rendition of this song with dreaded impossible T in the word put. Nowhere to remove. Had to bite the bullet and re-record. Then came GB, so no problem. Barry raised his eyes when I wanted to add cello, so I went to the strings and chose cello on Auto 2, and it worked like a charm. We're impressed. Maybe the gain is a tad high for this song, but it's also a GB community comment, though too much reverb, but we'll have to learn. There you go. Learning as we go, and that's what I love about this. So let's take a listen to this tune. This is Joe and Barry Glenn. This is I Will Put My Ship in Order on Your Music Live.
I will put my ship in order. I will sail her to the sea, and I will sail to yonder harbor to see if my love binds on me. I drew my ship into the harbor. I drew it close to where my true love lay, and I did listen all at her window to hear what my true love might say. Who's there, who's there at my bedroom window? Who knocks so loud and what the end? Oh, it is I, your own true love. I pray you come down and you let me in. And I slowly.
Beautiful track, wonderful work, as always, from our friends Joe and Barry. Always full of emotions, exactly. Sounding great Fantastic vibe, and I did love the strings there. The strings going with the whistle and the guitars, and the quality. The recording quality is getting better every time. It's clear that you folks are learning, and you're learning as you go, and you're working through and getting your vibe on, which is super cool. So thank you for sharing beautiful stuff. I agree with Joe and with Bubba and with Patrick. Very good stuff, and yeah, nicely edited, nice video to go along with it as well. Alrighty, let's move on to our next tune. This is another one of our regular folks who's been a great supporter of the channel for a very long time, and that is Mr. Alex Bacchus. Alex says, "Hi Pete and the YML community. I have a SoundCloud link to my latest tune, Don't Give Up On You. Again, I just used GarageBand iOS to create this in B minor, except for mastering. Didn't master in B minor? No, I know what you mean. Fun fact, in German there is no B minor because it's called H-moll minor. The track is built around a guitar... That's weird. The track is built around a guitar sample and a vocal sample, which I played around to time stretch the guitars. To 128, I used Audio Kit L7 Live Looper. I've heard good things about Audio Kit's Live Looper, so you should definitely, I need to check it out. I haven't ever played with it, but it looks like it's very cool. Now that I just bought myself a mobile amp, so maybe I need to now also get a looper in my life and do some looping. That's what the cool kids are doing these days, right? They're looping their guitar. All right, let's jump in and take a listen to this one. Here it comes. Yeah, strap yourself in. I'd played Joe and Barry so that I could just lull you into a false sense of security and then hit you hard with some Alex Bacchus. So here he is. Alex Bacchus, Don't Give Up On You on Your Music Live. Alex Bacchus, the king of the earworm. I never play Alex last because otherwise you'd just be bopping around for the rest of the day going, I'm not gonna give up on ya. Yeah, very cool. Great song. Great little vocal ditty there that you've thrown in there. Really digging that, liking it a lot. Great beat and nice vocals there. Super dancey and fun. I agree. Super dancey, super fun. Mr. Alex Bacchus on Your Music Live. Let's go back and find some more tunes here because, again, I'm still way behind. I'll stop saying that eventually, but not just yet. Righty dokie. Let's jump into this one. This is Early Fog. I'm not sure if we've had them on the show before. Early Fog, Don't Leave Me. This music I composed in 2012. The music is emotional, vibe and love, etc. So vibing, loving, and all that jazz. This is Don't Leave Me from Early Fog here on Your Music. Turn up the volume. Live. Hit it. we go. Very nicely done, as Rob B says. Yeah, need to lie down after this, right? You need to have a wee rest after listening to that. We take you on a roller coaster ride here on Your Music Live. You never quite know when you can relax and when you're going to have to kick in to another notch. So yeah, really nicely done. Foreboding, I agree. And Jumo, is this your tune? Very nice. Very good stuff. So thank you for sharing. And if you want to check out that and all of the music that we play here today, then you can do so by jumping down into the description. All of these are being saved. I go to the effort so that you don't have to. Alrighty, let's move on to our friend Orchestra Eclipse. Now, I'm probably behind on this one. I think you sent me saying, hey, I've said other songs. We're about 3 or 4 weeks behind on most of the songs here at the moment. So if you've sent a song and you're waiting on it, give it at least 4 or 5 weeks. If you then don't hear it on the show, either it hasn't, and look, I keep the bar pretty low in terms of what you create, because I know everyone's at a different level, but if it has specifically offensive content or lyrics or visuals, then they're the sort of things that I can't play. Like I consider we're about MA15 around here. We're not PG-13, we're not G-rated, but we're definitely not R-rated. We sit somewhere in between. So we try to keep things nice around here, because I often think, I'm like, if either my parents or my kids were watching and listening, would it still be cool? And my kids are like 9 and 11, then yeah, then I'll play it. Because the occasional, S-bomb and F-bomb in context is actually okay. Anyway, let's come over and take a listen to Orchestra Eclipse. Says, hi, did a cover of the main theme from the Dark Knight trilogy. Batman. Is this where I say I'm not a Batman fan either? Man, I'm going to get flamed. This track is originally called Molossus, as heard in Batman Begins. I think I did see Batman Begins. That was a really bad one, yeah? I don't know. I'm offending everyone here today. So here we go. Batman Begins, Molasses, the Dark Knight theme orchestral cover from Orchestra Eclipse. Really like those. Really like the instrument sounds, the brass sounds, and I like the slow attack that you got on the brass sounds. Whereas I can never use them properly because I never get the timing right. But yeah, very nicely done. Good rendition, and yeah, I haven't seen the movie either. Sounds fantastic at its own merits. Exactly. See, what you need to do is just not say what it is. Just say, oh, this is an original composition that I just made up. But no, I know you wouldn't do that, because then someone will call on the well actually police would definitely well actually you if you did do that. Plus, it wouldn't be cool. And yeah, as Orchestra Eclipse says, you can support the artists that we play here today if you want to check out the full version of anything that you hear here. We give you the taste. Your first taste is free, right? But yeah, then you got to go and listen to it yourself. How do we submit? There's a link in the description. So all you need to do is go down to the link in the description. I think, actually, the pinned comment today is the DistroKid one. So I sort of switch that up occasionally. But yep, straight into the description, you can find how to submit. It's no hassle, but there will be at least a 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 week wait, because we got a lot of tracks to get through, and I try to mix it up and just sort of blend it around a little bit. So sometimes you'll be waiting a little bit longer to get your tune played, and I apologize for that, but we will get there. We will catch up in the end. Speaking of the end, I'm really bad at segues. So let's get into this one now. This is the Antediluvian Express. Sure. A bit of Texas pride from a non-native Texan. Recorded on the computer version of GarageBand. Live guitar and harmony from a friend via shared tracks through WeTransfer.com. There you go. Doing a bit of collaborating with WeTransfer. I played mandolin, sang lead vocal, and wrote the song. Recorded at home, of course. As many of us are recording at home. Even those that maybe don't want to record at home, we're all recording at home at the moment. So let's see if I can read this. This is from the Antediluvian Express. I'm not crazy. I'm from Texas. Sounds like a very fun tune. Let's play this. Whoop, it keeps wanting to play before I hit the button. All right, there we go. That's looking better. Here we go. I'm not crazy. I'm from Texas. Here on Your Music Live.
Hill country sunsets that make you cry, bass chasing minnows, wide open sky. When this song's over, you'll know why. I'm not crazy, I'm from Texas. I like my shotgun, I love my wife, good job, good neighbors, a happy life. Up north there's cold snow, suspicion and strife. I'm not crazy, I'm from Texas. I lend a hand, but please understand, don't you come prowling on my hard-earned land. My home is my castle, I'm king of the hill. That's with my family, you'll be feeling quite ill. Winter is mild here, no income tax, schools still teach music.
No income tax. I'm moving to Texas. Although, no, maybe not. Shotguns, yeah. It's like, it's given this contrast here. I'm like, oh, Texas. Although, as many people are saying here, it's, yeah, probably not the mild, what do you say? Winters are mild here. Except this one. That's what I've been hearing. But yeah, very, very cool voice. I love it. Love the vibe there. Very country vibe. Very sort of just meandering. The pedal steel in there was very cool. So what do you do? Why is not everyone in Texas then if there's no income tax? Jeez, our income tax here is about 40%. So think of that. Next time you make a donation, just think that, yeah, Pete lives in a state where income tax, or the country where income tax takes nearly half of it. That's very cool. Yeah, Texas. Yee-haw, indeed. Digging it a lot. And yeah, loved the pedal steel for sure. Pedal steel for the win. Someone was saying GarageBand should get pedal steel in there. I agree. That would be cool. Alrighty. A question. It's an interesting one. Can you get in trouble if your song accidentally sounds like another more popular song? Yes and no. I won't go into details here. I've talked about copyright and content ID and other things on the show, on the channel before. Short version is all music is pretty much derivative. Let's be honest, there's 12 notes. So any combination, any melody or harmony or chord progression or pattern that you write is going to be the same as something else that has been written. There are kind of no new 100% original things. So there you go. Florida has no estate tax too. Why are they all? Sorry, why are they all in? Because sales tax is high. Gotcha. So you both, yeah. So that's the thing I got confused about in the States is that I would go there and you'd see, oh, that's $9.99, and then you go to the counter and they'd be like, that'd be $10.47. I'm like, what? Why is it not the price on the thing? Oh, we have a blah % sales tax. I'm like, well, put that on the sticker. I don't know. I'm from out of town. Anyway, I shouldn't get upset about these things because let's be honest. Not going to be able to go to America for quite some time. Alrighty, let's continue on here. We've played that song. I didn't mark it off. Alrighty. Kevin James Lynch says GarageBand for iPad initially, then finished on GarageBand for Mac. That's all we know about this track, but let's play it. So did I put the right button? Did I press it right? Did I hit paste? Yeah, there we go. So this is a tune, Kevin James Lynch, and it's a little tune called Everything About You. I'm assuming it's not the Ugly Kid Joe classic, I Hate Everything About You. But yeah, well, let's take a listen to this one. Everything About You, Kevin James Lynch on Your Music Live. There we go.
I couldn't sleep a wink last night. I couldn't get you off my mind. I started thinking about your qualities. I love the way your eyes meet mine, even the way you sip your wine. I could make a list from A to Z. Ooh, it's crazy, but it's true. What am I supposed to do? I'm stuck. I love everything about you. Everything about you. I love everything. We're at a restaurant, all dressed up, we're drinking champagne.
Very cool. Welcome to the country breakdown section here on Your Music Live. There it is. Campfire time. Bear wants to go to the beach as well. Some awesome singers and voices and the music. And that was just like really nicely mixed. Tropical and country. Exactly. Very unique. Tight, good all round. Another catchy tune. Uplifting, groovy. Too many superlatives. Everyone digging it. Yeah, I want to go to this relaxing place. And at the risk of making anyone feel bad, I'm not going. There's no palm trees at the beach I'm going to, but I am going to the beach this weekend. I'm sorry. I know. For those where it's minus 12 degrees and you can't leave your house and you're having to shovel your driveway every morning and you can't really leave your house anyway because you have to wear a mask or 3 masks to go. I know. I feel bad that I'm going to the beach, but it's the summer holidays, and what can I tell you? The very good song, like Kevin James Lynch, Everything About You. Absolutely catchy and cheerful, and it could indeed be top 10 material. Yeah, I'd listen. Someone said it could be like an American sitcom. Absolutely. What I have to be careful at the beach here in Australia is the box jellyfish, mostly, and the occasional shark. But where I'm going, the sharks don't really come that close. Pacific Ocean, my friend. Pacific Ocean is where we are. So, yeah. And, the great whites, exactly. Great white sharks. When I go to the beach, I stay on the sand. I'm like, the sharks live there. That's their home. This is my home. Well, it's not really. But this is my home. That's their home. If they come and crash on the beach, if they come onto the sand, then I'm in trouble. But while they're in the water and I'm on the sand, everything's fine. Where did we get to? Why are we going off on these tangents today? Right, let's play another tune. This is from Claret Lake. Claret Lake says, my brother started writing songs during lockdown last year, and I've recorded a few now. Very new to this, still learning GarageBand. Thanks for what you do. You're very welcome. It is about unrequited love during a relationship breakdown. So get the Kleenex ready and the hankies out because we're going to get a little bit sad and mellow here with this one. So this is Celestial Body. Do we have another tune called Celestial something? Is this our second Celestial related tune? It's weird how things go in groupings like that. Anyway, let's jump in here and Celestial Body from Claret Lake. Let's listen to it live on Your Music Live.
I'm orbiting around your sun like a moth flying to a flame. I know the gravity involved. Heaven knows I'm the one to blame. Landing on your lunar surface, there is nowhere for me to hide. No atmosphere upon your moon. I'm swimming hard against your tide. Savage rings on your finger, I'll sing along to your name.
Very cool indeed. Yeah, I like what SM Borthwick said here. Like quite abrupt start, but I kind of dig that. The way it just kicked in and then just went and just kept going. And yeah, it was kind of cool. It was indeed a very nice song. Cool stuff. Messing with time. Like just like when you're trying to dig along and it's not quite there. Like it's just, interesting tune. Very good done. Very goodly done. Yeah, the cover art's awesome too, isn't it? The astronaut picking the flower thing going on there. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Very interesting and intriguing. And hello to Capsalam, who's in the house. Good to see you. Capsalam, I have you to thank. I was talking to my kids the other day, and I said, I've been selling T-shirts and mugs and even hoodies. In fact, one of my viewers, Capsalam, picked up a hoodie and sent a photo. It looks really cool. And I showed him, and they're like, we want hoodies. So yes, had to buy the whole family hoodies. So if you too want to buy your family hoodies and support the channel, studiolivetoday.com/merch. But very cool, very good, nice tune. Really dig it, and thank you for sharing. Yeah, I know. All your fault. No, it's a good thing. It's good. They'll arrive just in time for our winter because right now, 34 degrees today. Not going to need a hoodie, just quietly. Not going to need a hoodie. Alrighty, it is time for the. If you're new to the show, if you're new to the channel and you haven't watched Your Music Live before, or maybe haven't watched it much, this is our toilet break. So this is inspired by something that used to happen on a show called The Late Show here in Australia. It was kind of our Saturday Night Live, but funny. See, now I'm attacking Saturday Night Live. I'm going to have no friends by the end of this stream. So this is inspired by that, where they used to show little clips, and it was the toilet break. So it was a 2-hour show, and you needed a break. However, I don't think you should actually go to the toilet. I'm going to have a quick pit stop, but I think you should hang around here and take a listen to this, because this is perhaps one of the funkiest tunes that you're ever going to hear. This is our friend Jade Star, who hasn't been for the last couple of weeks, but has owned the toilet break for quite some time. And this is, there we are, Jade's here. This is a little tune that she did called Bell Bottoms on Sesame Street. I just love the sound of it straight away. And I've listened to this a few times before, obviously. She's used it in a few different demos and some of her videos and shows over on How to App on iOS. But yeah, it just reminds me of that, growing up watching that 70s, 80s Sesame Street back in the day, the bell bottoms on Sesame Street. It's a cool vibe. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. We will be back after this for more Your Music Live. But I'll leave you here with Jade Star, Dread Circus, and Bell Bottoms on Sesame Street. Bell Bottoms on Sesame Street. The one and only Jade Star. Sorry, I'm puffing a bit because I had to run back to make sure I got back in time. Yeah, I actually went and gave my kids a hug because, that's why. So yeah, they know that I come out and I'm just like, toilet break, and then yeah, I'll run and give them both a hug, and then come back and finish the show because family, right? Music is cool, but we do it for the family and the friends and all the people that we have around us. Because you are in my studio live today, family. All right, I'm going to throw these bell bottoms on Sesame Street and paste in the link there. Whoops, that's far too much of it. There it is. Copy it. And Jade, you probably popped it in here, but make sure you do if you haven't. Jade is celebrating her 200th show, even though it's show number 203 of How to App on iOS. So do jump over to that show happening straight after this one. And yes, you will have a good time. I think she's going to do a live set, play some tunes, have some fun. It's always going to be a good time with Jade over on her channel and How to App on iOS. Right, let's continue on here. Second half. We've got a lot to get through and not much time. Let's jump in and take a listen to Michael, aka Zealand band, who has shared a tune called Moving Target, has said it's harder to catch a moving target, but it's also harder to move as you get older. Don't I know that, my friend? I got up this morning and like, whoa, that down the stairs trip seems to be getting harder every day. Let's bring this one on up. And this is Michael, aka Zealand Band, and a little tune called The New End here on Your Music Live. Minor key and a banjo. How can you go wrong? Yeah, what is it? Creepy and spooky. No, what is it? Happy and spooky at the same time. We are getting some treats today. Some very different stuff. This is probably the most eclectic mix of tunes that I've actually heard on the show before. We've had different stuff from different people doing all sorts of different things. Amaracia says, very interesting with the happy funky banjo, but the spooky pad. It's like a murder is about to happen at a country dance. I dig it. And yeah, Joe, it's a honky-tonk vibe. I dig the honky-tonk vibe. All right, so yes, that's saved in there. So if you do want to go and take a listen to that, you can indeed do it. All right, let's continue on. Let's take a listen to a tune from our friend Peter Jacobs. Best first name in the world, of course. Says, hey, Pete, I've written a piano ballad. I'm usually accompanied by my own vocal with guitar, which you have played previously on YML, but this song seemed to call for a different type of vocal. I was able to talk with my wife into singing it for me. She usually prefers more upbeat music, but I think she did a nice job here. I know you can only play a portion of the song, so I would appreciate if you could start at 110. Of course I can. Otherwise, you might not capture the full chorus, plus the cello comes in. All right, yep, we're going to start from 110 because I want to hear the chorus and I want to hear a cello. We all need more cello in our lives, right? So let's scroll on over. We'll go to 110. This is a tune called Through. This is Peter Jacobs featuring his wife on vocals. Very cool stuff. Let's do it. So Through by our friend Peter Jacobs here on Your Music Live.
Is well established. Tiny words must be vanquished. One more time as it slips by. One
That's a beauty, Pete. Well done. Beautiful vocals. Love the piano in there. The cello just sort of brought it all together beautifully, didn't it? Nice visualizations. That is a win in my book. Dude, your wife can sing. I think Bogart has said what we're all thinking. Yeah, 100%. Well done. Thank you for sharing. That was a really cool. Now, if a track moves you, this is it. Exactly. Nicely done. Very, very cool stuff. And thank you for sharing. And again, if you're just joining us and you want to know, hey, how do I dig all these tunes? How do I go and check them out afterwards? Well, all you need to do is jump down into the description and you can grab them. Just grab them from down there and listen to the whole lot. Subscribe to them, follow them on all the different places. And looking at that one with the lyrics on there and everything, I know how long those videos take to produce. So, thank you for doing that. By the way, if you're ever watching the show here and you feel like you're behind, you feel like you're not up to date, here's what you need to do. If you're watching a video on, if I come in here, this is going to be a bit inception here. But so I'm watching my own video here, yeah? I'm watching myself. If you tap on the video, we'll just turn it sideways. If you tap down in the bottom left corner, there is a little button there that says live. Now, if that doesn't have a red light next to it, you may be buffered. You may be buffered behind by 30 seconds or a minute, and that can just happen sometimes if your internet goes slow and you're not up with the latest. So if you find that happening, all you need to do is hit that little live button. It will skip forward, and when it's got a little red light next to it, you'll be live again. Same thing on the desktop. So if you're ever watching the show and you're finding, hey, Pete's talking about something, but it's a different, the chat's saying one thing, and I'm hearing another song, that is probably why. Thought I'd throw that tip out there because a few folks were saying, is anyone else behind? What's going on with this? That's what you can do to get yourself fixed up. Speaking of fixing things up, I'm bad at segues. Adam Burse has got a song here, and Adam's been around the channel for especially the last few weeks. I've been noticing Adam around and been contributing. Always has positive things to say, always digging other people's tunes. And here's a tune from the man himself. Says, this song came about from a backing track and improvisation with influence from a Pixel Bay video I used in the original videos. I've been told it has Black Sabbath Aussie vibe in the original version of the song. I'll leave it for the community to see what you think. Alrighty, let's bring this one up here. Here we go. This is Adam Burse, and it is a tune called Saturday Night. This is looking cool. Look at that. Look, the graphics are just looking amazing already. Let's press play on tape and take a listen to Adam Burse, Saturday Night on Your Music Live.
Rocking my guitars all night long. I need to channel my feelings into a song. Cans are on and it's time to play. Writing down lyrics that explain things my way. It might be unusual and unkind, but we're living in extraordinary times. Singing my heart out to lose some rage. Cause there's only so much my mind can take. All work and all play drives me insane. All the media's done is burn on my rage. Loneliness on a Saturday night. These last few months have not been right. Lockdowns happening all the time. All I keep hearing is the vaccines inside. If I'm too loud or someone complains, blame the media who drove me insane. There's only so much I can take before I look for someone to blame.
There you go. Adam Burse with some epic guitar going on. And yeah, very cool lyrics in that one too, my friend. Nicely done. See you later. Yeah, I apologize, Auntie G. I know that Thursday night for the folks in the UK and Europe is not ideal, but it is what it is this week. And for those that are asking, we're a day early just this week, just a programming change here because I'm on holidays or a vacation. Is that what you call it most places? Yeah. So I'm having a little break away. So we're doing it a day early here this week. Nicely done though, Adam. I appreciate that, my friend. Like the visualization there on the video too. It gives you something to look at, something to jam along to. So thank you for sharing and thank you for supporting the channel here. Did I just miss Adam? You sure did. I don't know what to tell you. You'd have to be here earlier. Alrighty, let's move along. We'll tick that one off as played. And where is the next song that I had? I had it all queued up here. Here it is. I think it's some Happy Ron time. Yeah? Should we listen to some Happy Ron? I think we should listen to some Happy Ron. Happy Ron says, one of the few good things about losing someone to death is it draws you closer to others that had faced similar losses. So if you've listened to a lot of Happy Ron, you'll know that he runs the gamut from crazy and out there to meaningful to just beautiful tones and melodies. So this one is called Close Your Eyes and Remember. It's actually one of the first Happy Ron songs that I listened to. And it's a very cool tune, very, very meaningful stuff. So let's come in here and take a listen to some Happy Ron, which is called Close Your Eyes and Remember, here on Your Music Live.
When you are sad about how they passed, remember how they lived. When you are mad, life took them away, remember how they would forgive. When you don't know how your world will look without the things they would do, remember to live the love they brought, and they'll live on through you. So close your eyes and remember. Close your eyes and remember. Close your eyes and remember all the ways they loved. When you are worried about what they would think, remember their minds at rest. When you feel bad for what they will miss, remember their life was blessed. When you are feeling less than you were, remember they thought you're amazing. When time makes them feel so far away, remember how they're still giving. So close your eyes and remember. Close your eyes and remember.
The wonderful Happy Ron, bringing some happiness, even in some sad times and some sadder tunes. Still bringing the happiness, still bringing the vibes, very nice. Very, as Russ says, very nice tribute from our friend Happy Ron. Very, very Randy Newman. Yeah, if you've not heard Happy Ron before, he's what do you call yourself, Ron? Mr. Not Mr. Jones. What am I trying to say? Fred meets South Park. What's that guy's name that does the thing? Fred. You'll put it in the chat here. I'm not American, so I struggle with some of that stuff. Let's kick it up a notch here, and we've got a new tune here from Mr. Josh Gates. I know Josh was here earlier. I'm not sure if he's been able to hang out, but he sent me a new tune, and he says this song is dedicated to my wife. It's an upbeat pop rock love song. So we're Mr. Rogers. Thank you very much, Mr. Rogers. I knew I was close. So Fred Rogers, is that his name? So we're going to play this Josh Gates tune now. And if you're not familiar with Josh's work, he does some amazing stuff. Recorded in GarageBand on his Mac, and he was actually on the channel. I interviewed Josh. We had a chat, and we love all the same '90s bands and '90s rock. So he gets a leave pass immediately for me because the sort of stuff that he creates is right up my alley. So I think you're going to really enjoy this one. This is called One Heart to Give, and it's our friend Josh Gates. So we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live. not a tune that you want to turn down, right? You just want to keep it crack-a-lackin'. But there you go. That is Josh Gates with One Heart to Give. Very, very cool tune, Josh. As folks said, you don't disappoint. Yeah, love the super doubled vocals there. Yeah, just very, very, very good stuff. Very cool stuff. As Gerard says, a plain hit. Barry's liking it, well produced. And as Kim says, always great production and performance from Josh. Absolutely love what you do. And again, if you do want to check out what Josh is cooking, then you can actually do that by following it down below. Down in the description, you can jump into that tune and also check out the interview. If you search my name, search Pete Johns, Josh Gates, you'll find the interview I did with Josh over a year ago now. If you want to learn all about how Josh produces his awesome power pop rock music. Alrighty, we're going to move on here and grab another tune. Let's get some house music in our life, shall we? Again, we're going to go back in time to one that was submitted a few weeks ago. This is from Digital Genesis. We've got a very simple message here. It says, I made it in Ableton and it's a house track. All right, who loves some house music? Let's get some house music in our lives, shall we? Let's jump in and take a look and a listen to this one. It is, it's a quick one. We might even be able to play the whole thing. This is called Before, an original track from Digital Genesis. Oh, I've still got my screen shared, so you're seeing everything I'm doing. There you go. That's cool. Let's play this. Before Digital Genesis here on Your Music Live. That finished. There you go. As we've said before, if you want a complete song played on Your Music Live, you just make it 1 minute long. And there you go. You get there. Very cool. I like it. I dig it. That was Digital Genesis on Your Music Live. Let's grab another one here. This is from Techie G. It says, this is some chill lo-fi created all from scratch on GarageBand on iPad. We know that that's going to be a good time. You know, I dig stuff that is iPad created. So we're going to throw this one in here and give it a spin. Oh, look at the album art. Look at the background of this one. Chillin'. So this is Chillin', a lo-fi tune here, and we're going to take a listen to it on Your Music Live. Play. Very nice. That is indeed some urban chill, some very cool stuff there. A little bit of a lo-fi beat just to bring things on down a little bit. Did I put that in there? Yes, I did. I put it in there. Yeah, and by the way, yes, if you are waiting, some of these are being played from like mid-January. By the way, again, I try to mix it up because we get different styles of music and different things, and I want to try and mix things up. And some folks, as I've said before, some folks support me on Patreon, and some folks are here in the chat every week and contributing and participating. So the best way to become part of the community and to make sure that we spin your tracks is to get in there. Like as I've always said, social media, YouTube, all these things are a two-way street. So the more engaged and the more interactive you are, then the more likely that I'm going to grab your tune and give it a spin. Speaking of giving it a spin, Damien said about when you're in love and the love that you give is only for your partner. We got another special song. Josh did a tune about his wife and a love song, and it sounds like we got another tune here about loving. What is it? If you can't be with the one you love, honey. We got some parental advice. Someone asked about parental advisory. As I've said before, it doesn't. I listen to it. And if it has a whole much of profanity or violence in the very start of the tune, or just is excessive, then we won't give it a spin. But I've vetted these ones, and hopefully I trust previous me that I vetted it correctly. So let's take a listen to this one. This is from Damien, and it is called "Just for Me" on Your Music Live.
Wait.
Yeah. Baby, the love is just for me. Put my trust in God, cause it's just holy. Feel that trippy red, big 14. You're my living angel, cause your love is just for me. You're my living angel, I feel that I'm able. Life is like a movie, my life's all on cable. You're a heaven sent, babe, that's all I see. All I see is perfect, perfect to the T. I love the way that she hold it down. We'll go tour, yeah, we be going out of town. I love when she around, concert on the stage in my hometown. She didn't want the check, yeah, she just wanted me. She just wanted me, homie, can't you see? She's a living ghost, she could see it through. I love when we connect, she said I love you too. Told her that I love her, she said she don't feel it too. I put my effort in, but she just leave me feeling blue. What I do is cause I'm angry and I'm cocky, Stay with me and every day I'll make you your coffee, ma. You said what you said, I'll change for you. Please don't leave me dead. I can't afford to live without your head on my chest. I just need you with me, baby, we can lose the rest. Baby, the love is just for me.
There you go, Damien with "Just for Me." Very cool. I agree, Jackie. Very, very cool there. And thank you. Another chill tune. I know. Welcome to the chill section. We move things around. We get some chill tunes, and then we kick it back in with some cool jams as well. Let's speaking of cool jams, why don't we jump here and grab this cool jam. This looks like one of those. This is PGH Live Jam. Says that this video is a playthrough of my most recent original guitar jam, Doing Time in the Universal Mind, that features myself and Rick Romelli improvising over a track as part of our ongoing Sunday Live Jams segment. All content is 100% original, including the underlying backing track. Audio is from the soundboard, which is the good quality. All right. Actually, I remember checking out this video a couple of weeks back. That's how long it's been. So we can come in here and take a look and a listen to this one. So this is PGH Live Jams with a little guitar jam action here for you. Let's take a listen, shall we? In a moment, apparently. Hold the line, please. Your music is important to us, and we would like to... There we go. Jamming! funky jams right there, yeah? And agree, I love the beat behind that as well. Really nicely done. Love some live music jamming, and you know, a lot of people are saying that they're missing having a bit of a jam these days, because there's a lot of things you can do online, but jamming like that, not really one of them. Like it is a bit of a challenge to try and do stuff like that with the latency and the lag that you get over the internets. But yeah, there you go. Digging it a lot. That is my jam too. Very nicely done, folks. Thank you for sharing. Let's grab another slap track. This is from someone, I'm pretty sure we've played them before. The name rings a bell. It is called No Serial Killer. As opposed to serial killer, this is No Serial Killer. The tune here, it says, it's about different emotions we feel and how quickly they can change. Don't I know it? Yep, look, I am following No Serial Killer, so I've clearly played a track of theirs before. And let's just hit this button and play this song. This is No Serial Killer with Emotions on Your Music Live.
Someone said something in your head, burning misery is waiting for you and me. It ain't easy, being you, crying over all that I do. Emotions, yeah, they come and they show. But are you ready to go? Well, I hear the sound of you calling out my name. Don't be lazy. I love you, my baby. I don't mean maybe.
I dig that in a big bad way. And how cool, like, if you can't notice it, it's got like no serial killers, and it's got a little logo of a crossed out bloody knife. Which is just so cool. Again, those the names of the bands that just make you go, oh yeah, No Serial Killers. Like, I could be a fan of that because it just, you can remember the name. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, it was hypnotic, wasn't it? And the juxtaposition between the upbeat vibe of that old, someone said Grease, I think Bubba said Grease. Yeah, that old school piano sound, and then the vocals sort of kicking in there with the fairly dark kind of subject there. Yeah, I agree. Very, very cool song. Yeah, exactly. Myth that a major key is happy. Not so happy with that one. Very, very cool tune indeed. I do. And yeah, naming is such an art. I know, Kim, as someone who's called Pete Johns, possibly the most boring name in the history of the world, yeah, naming absolutely is an art form. I should be Johnny Rainbow Smith. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Johnny Rainbow Smith is the name I should be going with. But for now, I'm going to remain Pete Johns. We've got 20 minutes left here, folks. We're going to bring this one home with a bang because we've got about another 5 or 6 tracks to get your Thursday afternoon or evening or Friday morning cracking. And I know we're a day early here. Thank you for those who've all rocked up. I think we've got most of the usual suspects here. I'm feeling sad for someone who rocks up tomorrow morning. They're like, or tomorrow afternoon, let's get Your Music Live. Streamed one day ago. Oh, man. But you know what? That just means you need to join the mailing list. studiolivetoday.com/email. Get on the mailing list. I sent out 8 hours ago, I sent out my newsletter. It had all the changes. It told you that this would be a day early. So no excuse, right? You came here for a lecture, yeah? You're going to get one. Rob B, calling Rob B. Is Rob B in the house? Rob B has got a tune here, and he shared it here on the SoundClouds. And Rob says, written in 1986 by Rob B. Slightly different version recorded for 2021 in GarageBand. A haunting song about a boy meets girl, but she won't date him as he used to date her best friend. Wow, complex love triangles for the win. Yes, let's take a listen to this. It's called I Want You, Rob Crusoe, better known as Rob B, or other way around. Let's take a listen to it live on Your Music Live. Had to turn it down because it almost sounded like that was a guitar solo. Sorry, I don't turn down all guitar solos. Rob B in the house doing some really nice stuff there. There you go, SM Borthwick, loving the guitar. Really good tune. And I agree, Mark, it sounds like a spy movie like that. Ding, 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 ding. Very cool. Nicely done. Digging the sounds, digging the vibe. Well done, love. Well done, Rob. Bubba loved it. So that's a good thing. Nicely done. Thank you for sharing. And once again, I'll just make sure I've done the job. I have. I've saved it down. We're like 30 songs in. On fire today. I knew I had to move fast because we got so many tunes and so much to get through that I moved fast. To get through as many as we can. Let's take a listen to this tune. This is from our friends Statistic. Says, I moved from my home state in 2015 and I regretted every second of it. I was so miserable that I was compelled to write this song after I decided to move back after 4 years of hell. The video features clips from Mount Rainier from my home state of Washington. So you didn't mention where you moved to. I wonder if it's alluded to in the track here. I'm probably going to offend people, but that's all right. I've been offending people all show, so it's time for someone else to offend people. So let's take a listen to this one. This is called Coming Home, Statistic here on Your Music Live. very nicely done. Nice song. Sounds brilliant. Yeah, beautifully produced song. Great video. The whole package. Again, statistic, spelt with a 1 in there somewhere. One of the eyes is a 1 anyway. Yeah, really cool. Super epic, as Amaracia says. Yeah, Joe loves it. And Joe loves it. So all the Joes are digging it. Very cool, very nicely done. Just across the border. Just across the border in Washington State. See, I know my geography. My daughter absolutely blew me away the other day. I was talking on a recent show saying that it's interesting because I could probably name 20 US states. And then I was talking to some folks in America and I said, do any of you by any chance know any Australian states? And they're like, nope. They're like Melbourne, Brisbane, I don't know, Sydney. But no, the weird thing is that because we grew up with American TV, we know a lot of American states. And my daughter came and she's like, oh, I know every state in America. I'm like, yeah, sure you do, honey. And she just listed them off, 50 states. And I'm like, what? Turns out that there's a state song that it must be a meme, a TikTok thing, a YouTube thing. But yeah, there's this state song, like US state song. And she knew every state because she was just doing the song in her head. And she was counting them off, 50. There you go. Bears got it. New South Wales, Victoria, absolutely. And of course, the greatest, down south here in South Australia. There you go. So if you do want to learn your states, then you can do that. State capitals, no idea. Wilmington, is that one? What's the weird one? California. Los Angeles is not the capital of California. It's Sacramento. I always found that really weird that it's not. And is New York not the capital of New York State? It's like Albany. There's weirdness in the world, right? Righty Goki, let's continue on. Yeah, my Canadian provinces are even worse. British Columbia, Manitoba, what's the one up north? Saskatchewan? Yeah, I only know them from hockey teams. Let's continue on. We've got a few more tracks to get through here today, and Pete's ranting. I'm like, I'm so busy. Rant. Let's take a listen to some Gringo, shall we? He says, this song is pulled from a lo-fi project I've been working on as of recent, Gripping the Throne. The project is a soundtrack to a story I've conjured up, so to speak, and this track is a powerful transitional period to the story's climax. I like it. I know a lot of folks like the real sort of movie theme kind of music, that really full-on stuff. So let's take a listen to this one. It is a tune called Fall Back, and it's from our friend Gringo. Let's take a listen to it live on Your Music Live. It is the day for foreboding tunes. As Mark says, nice weirdness to you, draws you in. Yeah, we've got a lot of foreboding tunes here at the moment. But yeah, I like that soundscape, and I'd like to know the project that's part of and what it's working on. Yeah, digging it. Nice. It does leave you guessing. It's just kicking along there. What is it? Gripping to the throne. No, gripping the throne. There you go. Oh, we've got there you go. We've got the territories and the provinces of Canada. We've got BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Quebec, Ontario, New Brunswick, Labrador, Newfoundland, Labrador provinces, Yukon, Northwest Territories, Prince Edward Island. Yeah, PEI. I always like the sound of that one. There you go. Well done, and thank you, Gringo, for sharing that tune. We do appreciate it. We've got time for maybe 3 more tunes here before Jade Starr is actually doing her live show. Right as we finish, we're going to be right on time today so that Jade can start playing. So we'll play, and we'll play out with something interesting, some old school Jade Starr. before we send you over there at the end of this show, because Jade has been the long-term moderator who is always here keeping you folks safe in the chat here. So we do thank Jade for that, and support her because she supports the channel. Speaking of cool people that support this channel and that you should support their channel, Josephine Desmet, I think I legitimately just saw you drop in the chat, so perfect timing. Josephine says, I took the theme from Giorno's theme from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. See, Pete's showing his age. No idea what any of this stuff is, but I'm just like, okay. Changed the time signature and rhythm and used that as the base of a brand new song called Unhinged. And it looks like we've got a cool video. Josephine is foreboding in a lot of things that she does. So I expect foreboding. This could continue our theme of foreboding tunes, but I don't know. I haven't actually listened. I trust Josephine so much I haven't actually listened to the tune yet. So let's give this one a spin here. This is Josephine Desmet, Unhinged, here on Your Music Live.
The mistakes that I made, oh, I'm over it. Got me running in circles and wondering if I make the pieces or crumble it. I am sorry, forgiveness is not my strength. Bitter silently sure.
Now, you know that you can't not go and check out the complete song and the complete video, because that was just a little taste. So you need to go and check out the full thing and do support Josephine. If you want to see the behind the scenes of how she creates songs, it actually just finished. I probably could have played the whole thing. It's only 2 minutes long. Sorry, Josephine. But there you go. If you want to know how it ends, you need to jump on over there. But yes, absolutely up for the ladies, Joe and Joe. Joe and Joe are synced here. Every time Joe makes a comment, Joe makes a comment. Love it. Well done. Very, very good stuff. Yeah, got to go check it out. Absolutely. Go and take a look at Josephine and her music, because it is awesome. Speaking of awesome, I think, yep, wait on. Did I put that in the link? Did I put it in? Otherwise, you can't see anything. Yes, it's in there. We got one more tune that we can play here today, and I know there are many here. I've said it a bunch of times. There's many here that we didn't get to today that will be on next week's show, but I know that our friend Gerard has been here all show, and I wanted to give this one a spin because Gerard Voss, also known as Ice Fox, has contributed a bunch of cool music to the show before, and this one is no exception. This is a new tune called, what is it called? It says another track from Ice Fox, an up-tempo progressive-ish track with some tempo changes. I can't help it being a drummer first. Greetings from Gerard. It seems to be called Why. Yeah, there we go. Ice Fox Y remix of 2021. Let's take a listen to this one right here on Your Music Live. Ice Fox, Gerard Voss, doing his thing here once again. Yes, another great one. So much talent in this group. I agree. This community just brings it on a daily, weekly, hourly, minutely, secondly basis, bringing the cool, funky tunes and doing their thing. So yeah, very nicely done. Very cool. Totally Genesis. Yeah, very much that sort of late 70s, early 80s Genesis on that track. Really nicely done. Like Level 42 meets Genesis. Can you believe that we've been here chilling for 2 hours? I certainly can't, because I've scraped the surface of the tunes that I have here. But you know what? The good news is we ain't running out anytime soon. DistroKid are still on board. They are supporting the show here each week, and I do thank them greatly for that. If you are an independent artist and you want to get your music out there and you're not releasing on Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes and Google Play and Amazon and Deezer and all the places, then do check out that link above. distrokid.com/VIP/Pete Johns, because you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan, and that is a good deal. If you're going to get your music out there and people are going to listen to it, someone's getting some royalties, guess what? Might as well be you. You may not make your fortune. That's not even really what it's all about, but you will get paid 100% of your royalties if you use DistroKid. But even if it's $10 a year that you make, even if it's $5, you know what? Just having your stuff there, I've said this before, you can listen to Foo Fighters, and then you can listen to you, and then you can listen to Fatboy Slim. I don't know, just two bands that start with F that I dig. So you can do that. There you go. And as Kim and Jade and Josephine are here. Your Music Live is sponsored by DistroKid, and there you go. You can use the link there to save 7%. So Jade says, up next, come and celebrate 200 episodes on How to App, a special live performance of material from a few of Jade's musical projects, from acoustic to metal. And speaking of Jade and speaking of acoustic, we're going out here today with a classic Jade Star track, an absolute cracker, which is not only a good song, but an amazing message, and something that I want to say to everyone as many times as I can, which is to do what makes you happy. And if creating music and sharing music and coming along and sharing it and enjoying yourself with the community here for 2 hours every week makes you happy, I invite you to do it again next week, because we will be back to our regular Friday time slot on next week's show. But until then, I've been Pete Johns. DistroKid have been sponsoring us. This is Jade Star with Do What Makes You Happy. Have a great day, folks.
This is not another love song. It is about being true to yourself. It's all you can rely on, and friends who love you for being your true selfish. You may think it of me, but we are connecting right now. Here, your selflessness is all you need, and then you can be true to your words and music, your life you choose it. Songs and laughter, shit ever after. You can choose it all, you can lose it, but remember, don't ever abuse it. You'll just do what makes you
Happy. And if you want to see the real Jade Star doing some very cool tunes, do jump over to the link that Jade has just shared. Head over to Jade Star's channel and catch her live. Thank you very much for being here today. I do wish you all the best. Have a great weekend, folks. And remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and do what makes you happy. Take care, everyone. I'll see you real